Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. What a disastrous start for him. So far, he's thrown the ball 2 times, both times intercepted.
The heck with his progressions. The heck with what he's seeing downfield. It's really simple, partner. See the color shirts your team's wearing? Throw to those. Not the other color shirts. The color that your team is wearing. That's what the coach is telling him right now.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home defensive.
And got his man complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a look now at Goff as he remains down and shaken up apparently. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Mannion. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And brought down, but not before before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let him run. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. And so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number 1 is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no... Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. 3rd and long for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Woods will say he should have had it, and now it's 2nd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Goff on 1st down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff,
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They're running with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So 2 minutes to go in a Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And on 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to air one out. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Fielded at the 43. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Eluding the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott on first down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break here. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down following the incompletion. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose.
He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play that time for the Rams. 59 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, and now the ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down, here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Derek Carrier, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. First down, Prescott. From left side, caught by Butler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Now Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Butler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. To throw is gone. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Try to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on fourth down or kick the field goal?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Big fourth down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Prescott to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. David Irving in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Orlando Scandrick just took the challenge right there. Find a way to seal the victory, and that's exactly what he did with that interception. The product of Boise State coming up huge. Throwing here, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Space to run past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last throw here for Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up